Hello, guys. Welcome back. Last time we talked about how to write up a great career story. I gave tips, and now I just want to give a few interview tips. Note that I am not an HR expert. I'm not. I am only speaking based on my own personal experience. So feel free to throw a dent in my in my tips. Yeah. And yeah, I'm never going to give an exhaustive list. So these are just pointers. Now, for the career story that you've written up, try to say it to someone else or stand in front of a mirror and try to say it. And remember that I did say you need to master the art of storytelling. So tell it like a story. Let me hear you. Most of the things that you've written down in your career story is to answer the question, tell me about yourself. You have to ensure that you keep it focused and short. Ideally, HR expert says it shouldn't be more than a minute, but I actually think you could fit it into 2 to 3 minutes, and depending on how you actually tell it. So if you're telling it like a very interesting story and you're not telling it like you're reading it off a book, you would still keep, your interviewer engaged. Also, you should make sure that you are reading the body language because sometimes you can easily tell when someone is already bored. Then you have to wrap it up, right? So, like I was saying, ideally 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. I mean, you won't be able to fit in all of your great qualities or your entire resume high points into 2 minutes. So, you'd have to spend some time thinking about how best to present yourself in a way that starts the interview on the right note, right? You keep in mind you are trying to keep the interviewer engaged, interested in you as a candidate, and also you also want to be able to say, "Hey guys, I am the best man for the job," all in 2 to 3 minutes. So you have to spend some time to think about how to do that in the right way without boring the person who is listening to you. And also, I think it's very, very important to be very time conscious. That's something that we've talked about now. When you are asked a question, you want to ensure that you are not blabbing. It's very important and it's easy to blab away. Very, very easy. You must make sure that your answers are structured, they are concise. I also believe that you should spend some time practicing questions. Like I said, either in front of a mirror or with someone else or a friend over the phone, practice, practice, and practice is very important because it leaves you confident, right? When you are, I mean, nothing really shocks you. Like, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't have practiced the exact questions, but you would have actually seen on the internet so many examples, so many related questions that, you could practice with. For example, behavioral questions, questions related to the job that you're applying for, questions related to that company as well. I mean, you can go online on Glassdoor and you would find sample interview questions for the particular company that you're interviewing for. I mean, I'm not sure about Nigerian companies to be very fair, but I know that international companies, you would find examples online. Let's do a quick recap for the week. We've talked about how to answer the question, tell me about yourself. We give a few tips there. We talked about being time conscious when you're answering your questions. We talked about being able to tell when your interviewer is bored. We also talked about practicing.